essentially it's about student engagement and leadership. So we're in that community development sphere big time with this issue. It's about how we involve our young people in the life of the school beyond the classroom teaching. It's a part of that. So what I'm inviting you to do, and this came out of the survey responses, is for us to consider the question of a student representative council at St Bernard's and use it as a type of example of bringing to life at least some of those ideas that I was just talking about. The idea of a policy development involving a problem, some forecasts, and then some recommendations. So the way we've structured it is to help you with those bits and pieces of policy, and Cheryl and/or other people who have put those together.
Yeah, I have put them together. Right, this is what was given to Anne. We found this as around it.
Yep.
So that's
So Anne, can you give us any background on what's there? Or
anyone
what's
else?
basically there?
I think we've had a couple of models over the last couple of years with a fair bit of tweaking about what we'd be looking for in our leaders. We've had a lot of parental feedback around the effectiveness of the processes that we had in place, and so each time that happened we tweaked a little bit more. And that's where we came up with these kinds of nomination forms and actually making the children declare sort of their intentions. That was to get around the feedback that we've had. I think we've lost the clarity of purpose of what our leaders are. We did in the beginning, I think, just have, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, 2 captains. The vice captains have been added in the last 2 years, is that correct? As the grades got bigger, that was some of the reason for that. There is still a perception among our community that even though some people are elected and some people aren't, everybody should be getting turns. So the actual perception of leadership is probably a little bit skewed in our community. And I think therefore across the last couple of years, we've got a very cloudy process.
Okay, so thanks for that background and that context. It came into the discussion as a result when we were talking through what you'd worked through at the staff meeting, and so I thought this would be a good example to progress as far as we can in the time that we've got today. So to structure the discussion in the first session of this, to do around 4 questions. Should there be an SRC? And what would it do? Or to argue, to advocate from your perspective, or not, you know. So that's one question. The second is, if you decide to go ahead, what would be the desired qualities of the SRC reps? How would they be nominated and selected? And how would you know at the end of the day whether it's successful? So that last question gets to some of the ideas that we were talking about just a few moments ago about those criteria. Questions of effectiveness, efficiency, adequacy, responsiveness, and so on.